drive, and sometimes he really missed her. His dad worked away on the highways, his mom worked as a nurse on most days, so Billy had to cook for himself from the age of 11. But that's just how it was when you were born in '77. He grew up with no supervision, rarely watched television, raised on tough love, sarcasm, and the occasional insult. He didn't have a phone, was never home, and independence, common sense, and experience was the overall result. Billy rode his bike, miles and miles every day. He'd come back when the street lights came on, cause that was the Gen X way. Him and his friends would meet every day down by the creek. They'd skip stones, climb trees, and play the hide he go seek. Billy was great at marbles, but got left behind during Knock Knock Run. He never wore a coat when it rained, and a baseball cap was his protection from the sun. He grew up with no supervision, rarely watched television, raised on tough love, sarcasm, and the occasional insult. He didn't have a phone, was never home, and independence, common sense, and experience was the overall result. Billy went out with his brother from the age of 8. He was picked last for everything, and he always had to wait. He was always put in goal, or the furthest out in the field, and he'd always be shut out of the forts and bases that they built. But the older kids would still look out for him. They always made sure that he was okay. They made sure he got home safe at the end of the day. He grew up with no supervision, rarely watched television, raised on tough love, sarcasm, and the occasional insult. He didn't have a phone, was never home, and independence, common sense, and experience was the overall result. Billy's now 47, he thinks back to when he was 11. When he grew up learning, he grew up hard, and he grew up with respect. He grew up as a latchkey kid in the greatest generation you can get. From a forgotten time, and Billy will never forget. When he grew up with no supervision, rarely watched television, he was raised on tough love, sarcasm, and the occasional insult. He didn't have a phone, he was never home, and independence, common sense, and experience. A backbone, thick skin, and a sense of humor. Always be prepared, being direct, don't listen to rumors. Sticks and stones, actual broken bones, all rags, no riches, snitches get stitches. Skepticism, worldly wisdom, and questionable coping mechanisms. Responsibility, taking no shit or things too literally. No mercy, no remorse, a go-to for a course. No fear and maybe a tiny bit of sympathy was the overall result.